Hello all, welcome back to our channel. So in today's class we are going to discuss about the islands. Okay, so if we talk about the formation of islands, we have two different types actually. So the first one is continental islands. First one is continental islands and the second one is oceanic islands. So in continental islands are formed like this. Suppose that there is a landmass which was a mainland. Okay, this is a mainland which is part of some continent, and because of some reason like subsidence is nothing but difference in levels. Because of this thing, some part of your mainland it has been detached from this one, you know so now because of the subsidence this island was separated from this mainland. And if you see, there is some passage between these two things. Okay, this is your mainland and this is your newly formed island. So this is one way how your island is formed. And if we talk about oceanic islands, um, see, visualize the case like we have different mountains in the above the earth surface, right? So similar is the case with the oceans also. So inside the oceans also we have different mountains. Okay, we have mountain ranges which is nothing but series of mountains. So this mountains, when they also erupt like the one which we have on the earth surface, so when they erupt, okay, we will have oceans. Like in this oceans we are having this mountains. And when this mountains or volcanoes, when this erupt, so this lava it comes onto the earth surface, and after solidifying, this becomes an island. Okay, this is usually of volcanic origin. Okay, so it is called as a volcanic island. So this is about the types. And the next case is, let us talk about the islands that we have. The first one is the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which is present in Bay of Bengal. So in the last class we have discussed, right? So here in the Bay of Bengal, we are having Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay. So now let us discuss in detail about this Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So if we can, like there are different parts of this one. The first one is called as North Andaman. No, this part is called as North Andaman. This is called as a Middle Andaman. We have South Andaman, and even below this one we have Little Andaman. Okay, we have Little Andaman. And all this, we did not remember all these things, only which comes in the latest newt, it becomes the question for any competitive exam. See, if we can see here, this is our North Andaman, Middle Andaman, South Andaman and Little Andaman. Okay, so the capital of Andaman and Nicobar is Port Blair, right? We have discussed this in the last class. So it is Port Blair, and if there is any question like where is this Port Blair situated, it is in the South Andaman. Okay, so this is an important question. It is in the South Andaman, and we have different islands here. The first one is called as Ross Island. The second one is Neil, and third one is Havelock Island. So recently the names of these islands have also changed. So this becomes an important question for any competitive exam. So what is the new name of Ross Island? It is renamed as Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island, and Neil Island is renamed as Shahid Dweep. Okay, and this Havelock Islands is renamed as Swaraj Deep. Okay, these were the new names of these islands that we have. And one more important thing is there is a passage. This passage is nothing but a narrow water body. Okay, narrow water body which is present between the South Andaman and Little Andaman. So this passage is called as Duncan Passage. Okay, so this is the narrow water body which we have between this South Andaman and Little Andaman. So what is it basically doing? It is dividing the South Andaman and Little Andaman. Done. So here we have Andaman Sea and we have Coco Channel, right? So this Coco Channel is a water body between Myanmar and North Andaman. So what is it basically doing? It is dividing Myanmar and North Andaman. Then, so we have, if you can see here, you have Narponam Island. So this is also one of the island. Now it is in dormant. Okay, it is a dormant volcano right now, and Barren Island is the most active island, most active volcano in India. So as of now, we have only one active volcano, which is called as the Barren Island. Okay, done. So the names, this is usually the Bay of Bengal. So this Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are present in this Bay of Bengal. So Andaman is basically of four parts: North, Middle, South, and Little Andaman. So your capital, Port Blair, it comes under the South Andaman. You have a passage between this South Andaman and Little Andaman, which is called as Duncan Passage. You have a passage or a channel between Myanmar and North Andaman. Above this one, above this Coco channel, you will be having Myanmar. So this is the Coco channel, which is dividing your Myanmar and your North Andaman. So this is one important thing. And if you can see, there is an channel which is dividing your entire Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, so here you have Andaman and here you have Nicobar. So there is a channel which is dividing your Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So what is this channel? It is called as 10-degree channel. This is also very important question for any competitive exam. Okay, so what is the channel? It is called as 10-degree channel. And your Nicobar is of three parts. The first one is Car Nicobar, and the second one is Little Nicobar, and the third one is Great Nicobar. Okay, so first one is Car, second one is Little, and the third one is Great Nicobar. And if we talk about the lowermost point of our country, or it can be said as the lowest boundary, upper boundary, lower boundary. So this lower boundary is Indira Point. Okay, so this is the Indira Point, and this is located in Great Nicobar. This is also one of the important question. And if it is asked about the uppermost point, it is Indira Col. Okay, it is Indira Col in Ladakh. Done. So this is the uppermost point. Same name basically, Indira. So the uppermost point is the Indira Col and the lowermost boundary is Indira Point. And this Indira Point is in Great Nicobar. Sometimes question can also be framed like this: the lowermost point of the of our country is in which part of Nicobar Island? So the answer for this one is Great Nicobar. Done. So let's go for the next one. This is a picture which is actually showing this one. So here you have Andaman Islands, Nicobar Islands, and the channel which is dividing it. You have Duncan Passage which is dividing this Little Andaman and South Andaman. You have Narcondam Island here, which is the dormant volcano right now, and you have Barren Island. Okay, Barren Island, which is the most active one. And if you can see here, this is the Indira Point, which we have already discussed, and this point is also called as Pygmalion Point or Parsons Point. Okay, so this point is formerly known as, previously it was known as Pygmalion Point or Parsons Point. Okay, so this is very important. Question can also be like, what is the previous name of Indira Point or something like that. Okay, so it is the southernmost point of Great Nicobar Islands, and same with the country as well. Okay, so here it is showing, right? You have Coco Channel between Myanmar and Andaman Islands. So Andaman Islands, Nicobar Islands separated by 10-degree channel. Done. Let us get to the next one. So if we talk about the highest peak in Andaman Islands, Andaman and Nicobar, the highest peak is Saddle Peak. Okay, this is Saddle Peak and it is located in North Andaman. Saddle Peak, which is the highest point of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, is located in Dash. Options will be given, and it is located in North Andaman. Please be cautious, this is in North Andaman. Okay, and you also have a national park here, which is by the name Saddle Peak National Park, which is also very important. Done. 10-degree channel, everything is being shown here. Next one is, I've taken this one so as to show different channels that we have. See, this like in Nicobar Island, in Lakshadweep, coming to this Lakshadweep Islands, so we have set of Lakshadweep Islands, and there is, let me be clear. See here, so these Lakshadweep Islands, they are called as Amindvi Islands or Lakadivi Islands previously, and Minicoy. Okay, these are the three main islands in Lakshadweep Islands. So if we talk about Lakshadweep, previously these are the three main islands that we used to have. Okay, so there is a channel which is dividing this. So if we talk about this 9-degree channel, it is a channel which is dividing your Minicoy Islands and Lakshadweep Islands. Okay, so this is one part of Lakshadweep Islands. So what is it? It is a 9-degree channel which is dividing here Lakshadweep and Minicoy Islands. Okay, so below this Minicoy we have Maldives. Okay, below this Minicoy Islands we have Maldives. So there is an 8-degree channel. What does this mean, 8 degree? It is a latitude. It is an 8-degree latitude which is dividing this one. Okay, 8-degree north latitude which is dividing different parts. All these are imaginary lines and imaginary channels. Okay, so what does this mean? It is an 8-degree latitude. So we have 8-degree latitude which is dividing here Minicoy and Maldives. Okay, Minicoy is a part of Lakshadweep only. Done. So this is about Lakshadweep Islands, and the capital of Lakshadweep is Kavaratti. Okay, this one we know. So this Lakshadweep Islands are located in the Arabian Sea. So here we have Arabian Sea, here we have Bay of Bengal, and in the south we have Indian Ocean. Done. Next part we have other different islands as well. So if you can see here, there is a Majuli Island which was present in Assam. Okay, so you have Brahmaputra river which originates in Tibet and it flows through China and enters Arunachal Pradesh, enters our country through Arunachal Pradesh, flows in Assam and then goes into Bangladesh. Okay, so this is the path of the Brahmaputra river. Okay, so this is your Brahmaputra river. It is known in different countries by different names. So in China, it's called as Sangpo. Okay, so this is the thing, and this Majuli Island, it is, it is formed by the sediments that are brought up by this river. Since it is occurring from certain height, there are several hills. So it is taking a turn like this because of these hills, and it is having greater flow. I mean greater velocity. Okay, so it is carrying all its sediments and it is depositing here. Okay, so this Majuli Island is an island which is formed with the sediments of this Brahmaputra river. So since it is formed by the sediments, it is called as riverine island. Okay, it is called as riverine island. So it is the largest riverine island. It is an island which is formed by the sediments that are deposited by river. Okay, so it is the largest riverine island of the world. In the world, this is the largest riverine island. So it becomes very important, and it is located like on the banks of this Brahmaputra river in Assam. Okay, and this is the first Indian island that was given the status of a district. So now the Majuli is a district as well. Okay, this is the first such island in our country which has got the status of a district. Okay, so it is a district now in Assam. It is one of the districts in Assam. And the second one is Newmore Island. So this Newmore Island is in island. Actually, it's a disputed island between India and Bangladesh. So this is India, right? So here we have Bangladesh. Okay, so it's a disputed island between India and Bangladesh. It's believed that there was a cyclone in 1970s because of which this island has emerged. Okay, emerged. It was actually seen at that time after the cyclone, and it was found that in 2010 this island has completely submerged. Okay, it was completely submerged because of climate change. What happens because of climate change? There will be like global warming. Because of this global warming, your height of the sea level increases, and the small islands which are present, they will be submerged. So this has seen that particular thing. So now it is completely a submerged island. We don't see this Newmore Island. Like we don't see this now. Okay, and the next island is Sal City Island. This Sal City Island is on the western bank of our country. This is the western bank. So actually, the Sal City is a group of 7 islands. Okay, it is a group of 7 islands. We have a single name for this one, and India's most populous island, which is it was the India's most populous island. Like of all the islands that we have, most of the population is here. And very important thing is Mumbai city. Mumbai city is on this island. Okay. Next one is Sriharikota. The Sriharikota is on the banks of this, like it is on the eastern bank. It's in Andhra Pradesh, and it is the place from where we have all the satellites that are launched. Okay, all our satellites will be launched from this place. Okay, So ISRO satellites will be launched from this place. And we have Pamban Island here. If you can see in Kerala, we have this Pamban Island. So it is in between India and Sri Lanka. Okay, it is in between India and Sri Lanka. And somewhere in Kerala only, we have this Wellington Island, and it's a naval station. Okay, your boats and all will be placed there. And next one is Kachativu Island. Here, here we have Kachativu Island. It used to be part of India, but during Indira Gandhi's reign, this was given to Sri Lanka. So now legally it belongs to Sri Lanka. It was given to Sri Lanka in 1974. It was during the reign of Indira Gandhi that this island was given to Sri Lanka. And next one is Wheeler Island. So this Wheeler Island is in Odisha. Okay, it is in Odisha, and it was the missile test range facility. All the missiles are being tested, fire tested from this place. Its new name was Abdul Kalam's Island. Okay, the new name of this Wheeler Island is Abdul Kalam Island. It was a place from where satellites are fire tested. And next one is Hope Island. Hope Island is on like Andhra Pradesh. It is on the coast of Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh. And here you have Satish Dhawan Space Center. Here you have Satish Dhawan Space Center. And very important thing is this is the breeding center. Okay, this is the breeding center of olive ridley turtles. Olive ridley turtles. This is a turtle which was seen mostly in Odisha's coast. Okay, in Odisha's coast we'll be mostly seeing this one. And if we talk in the world, it like in Pacific Ocean we see most of this turtles. If we talk about our country, it is mostly seen on Odisha's coast, and it is also seen on this Hope Island. Okay, so this olive ridley turtle is vulnerable species. It's a vulnerable status in IUCN. IUCN is an organization which is International Union for Conservation of Nature. So this organization, it releases the category of different species, like in what stage they are they extinct, are they vulnerable, or if there is very good population of it. It gives the status of different species. So as per that status, this olive ridley turtle is given the status of vulnerable category. So now it's in the vulnerable category. Slowly its population is increasing, but somehow. So in AP, there is a Hope Island where we can see this breeding of this olive ridley turtles. Then, so this was about the islands part. So we'll end the class for today. So this is the session, and if you have not subscribed the channel yet, do subscribe and click on the bell icon to get notifications. Do like the video if you like it. Thank you all.